Natalie Lynch is a credentialed investigator and licensed attorney, not a vlogger.
What do you do if an interviewee asks you about privilege for your investigation? A lot of investigations are done under privilege. I am not a litigator, I'm an investigator. And so I don't pretend to be an expert in privilege. And I know across the country perspectives on the way privilege will encompass an investigation differ from state to state and region to region and style to style. And so there's a lot of things about a privilege that an investigator probably doesn't have an advanced understanding of, but also as the investigator, as a third party investigator, you don't control it either. The employer controls your privilege. And so if somebody you're interviewing asks about privilege, their communications with you are not privileged, because even if you are an attorney investigator, you are not representing that person you're speaking to. But relatedly, you don't represent strictly the employer that you're doing the work and being paid by. Really, the employer holds the privilege to the extent that it even exists. So if a client is asking about privilege, maybe you come from a litigation background and are comfortable answering that question. But if a client asks me about privilege, I generally encourage them to talk to the investigator that works in the courts that this might go through. But more poignantly, if an interviewee asks you about a privilege, the answer is simply that you don't represent them, and so you can't guarantee them a privilege of your communications, that it'll be confidential.
Mom, you have to tell people to like and subscribe.